This is Rap the News. Jesus, Yahushua, is only a slave servant of the Most High God. Prove everything by the scriptures. Line upon line, precept upon precept. Servant, pious, noun, nominative, masculine, singular, in the Strong's 38:16. Look it up. Perhaps from pio, a boy or a girl, and a child, especially a slave or servant. Slave, servant. Jesus is what? Slave servant. Why are you saying that? Because God is the creator. There are no creators. It is a creator, and everything else is creation. And all creation serves the Most High God's purpose. Everything is a servant, even the blade of grass. Jesus, Yahushua, is a servant just like you. Go to my God and my Father and your Father. He's just like you. God made all things to serve him. Why y'all serving servants? Slave servant. John 15:15. For the servant knoweth not what his Lord does. Does Jesus? No. Matthew 24:36. However, no one knows the day or the hour when these things will happen. Not even the angels or Jesus Yahushua. Only God knows. So what? He is a servant because he don't know, according to John, what his Lord doeth. Oh, take this cup from me. Oh, Lord, help me. Praying to God. Y'all know he is a servant. And y'all talking about he God in the flesh. I would like for somebody to tell me when that God of the flesh came down. Because when you can show me in the Bible where that God of the flesh came down, that lion-ass heathenistic God that was painted in the Bible, I'll show you the devil. I promise to God, I will show you the devil. If you can show me Jesus coming down when he was supposed to be born in Bethlehem, you know, for all you crackheads. Matthew 12:18. Behold, my servant. What is he calling? I had it highlighted for you. Behold, what is God calling Jesus? My servant. His what? His servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. But he's a what? God's servant. Just like you somebody's girl in prison. Matthew 20:28, English Standard Version. Even as the Son of Man came not to be served, he came to serve because he's what? A servant. He came to serve because he's a what? A servant. He's a what? Servant. Go tell them camps what he is. A servant. I'm giving you the verses. Go tell them. I expose them every damn day if I can. Matthew 10:24. The disciple was not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. So why y'all going through the servant to get to God? When y'all know he a human. Jesus Christ, a man approved of the Most High God by miracles whom God did by him in the midst of you, as you also know yourselves. Y'all know the verse. As you also know yourself, God did all those miracles. He ain't no magic man, neither is he a God. He died just like you and I. He is nothing but flesh and bones with a spirit. Mark 10:45. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served. Somebody go tell the camps. Even the Son of Man did not come to be served. Why they keep saying by Shem Yahushua? Somebody go tell the camps, please. They misinformed. He came to do what again? To serve, because he's a what? A servant of the Most High God. A slave servant. An indentured servant. No, because he ain't even getting paid, huh? Luke 22:27. For who is greater, says Christ? The one who reclines at the table or the one who serves? Is it not the one who reclines is greater than the one who serves? But Christ said, I'm among you as one who what? Serves. I'm just a servant. But all of these idol worshipers, because an idol worshiper is the worship of anything besides the Creator, is serving servants. They doing what? Serving servants. They don't make sense. Slave servant. Romans 6:16. Don't you know that when you offer yourself to someone as obedient slaves, GMS, you are a slave of the one you obey? So y'all listening to Christ instead of listening to God, then you're a slave of Christ. And everybody listening to you is your slave. Luke 4:8. Because when I'm saying something, I'm not telling you from myself, I'm telling you from God. Just like the real Christ said, my judgments is just because I don't say of my own, I say of God. He don't open his mouth unless God said it to say it. Jesus answered, it is written, worship the Lord. See, it's only one Lord and one God. Your God. Worship the Lord, your God. Worship the Lord, your God. It can't get through. Somebody go tell the camps. They don't get it. And serve him only because he is just a servant. He is just a servant. You only serve God. Because Jesus is a servant. Jesus is telling them what? It is written. Where is it written at? In Deuteronomy right here. So he's referring back to the Old Testament. Fear the Lord your God and serve him only. And do what? Serve him only. How do you fear God? By worshiping him only. To do worship to Satan and anybody else is not a fear of God. It's boldness. And it's arrogance. And take your oaths in his name. Not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They say it so damn much. And they know they confounded by me. That they report me. And they avoid me like the plague. And anybody who mentioned me and say, Raptor News said this. They say, you're a scoffer. You're scoffing us with the truth. The truth is scoffing them. Revelation 19:10, and they did report me to the man. So I fell at his feet to worship him. But he told me, do not do that. I am a fellow servant. We don't worship servants. With you and your brothers who rely on the testimony of Jesus. What was that testimony? Worship God. Where is it written? Luke 4:8, right here. Let's highlight the whole damn thing this time. So he said what? Do not bow down to me. I am a fellow servant who rely on the testimony of Jesus, and that testimony is worship God. For the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy, meaning that he is just a slave servant and a prophet of God prophesying. Can't prophesy if you ain't a prophet. You know, how you prophesying? God didn't deliver no message to you. All you doing is reading scriptures like me. Then you are a messenger, not a prophet. Dumbasses. Revelations 22:8. And I am John, who heard and saw these things. And when I heard and seen them, I fell down to worship at the feet of the angel, who had shown me these things. But he said to me, do not do that. It is idol worship. I am a fellow servant. We don't serve servants. With you and your brothers the prophets, and with those who keep the word of this book. What's the word of this book? Worship God. What's the testimony of Jesus? Worship God. Here is the testimony of Jesus. Worship the Lord your God and serve him only. Then whose other testimony is telling you to go through Christ to get to God? Everybody knows that's fucking Satan's word. It's a false testimony infiltrated in the book. The end. We don't serve servants. This is Raptor News.